Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are making some delicious oven baked tilapia fish. Just look at that fish. Looks absolutely amazing. Let's dive right in. For this recipe, you need some pepper. I'm using 3 habaneros. I have here 5 cloves of garlic, about 2 thumb size ginger, 2 rosemary sprigs, 1 bunch of green onions, 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, 1 lemon, which we're going to use half of that. Then I have 1 onion. I have here some salt, black pepper, some Old Bay seasoning. You may also use any all-purpose seasoning of choice. Then over here, I have an assortment of bell peppers. Okay, we'll be using just a little bit of each, so that's fine. And I have here some oil and my tilapia fish. So let's begin. So before we get into the recipe, I am doing a product review today. A company by the name Nakano knives based in Japan sent me the knife to, do a review and give my honest opinion. And so we just unboxed it together. This is my first time opening it up, and they have a manual as to how you take care of your knife so it lasts longer, And as I cook on this platform, I need a good knife, and I've been eyeing some of these Japanese knives for some time, and I am so ecstatic that this company reached out to me to try the knife and see how it goes. Okay, so I love the bamboo handle, so I'll go ahead, wash this up, and I've already washed it, so we are going to dive into the recipe. This knife looks absolutely sharp, like the blades. Look at how glistening, or look at how it's man, I'm excited to cook today. I am super duper excited. So we'll start off by slicing up our ginger and prepping the rest of our ingredients, and we'll go ahead and get the show on the road. But I am super duper excited. This knife, oh my goodness, guys, it is absolutely sharp. Like the one that I have now comes nowhere close to this. If you're a cook, you love to cook, trust me, you need a good knife, a good quality knife. So let's go ahead and prep our ingredients, finish prepping our ingredients, then we'll go ahead and get the show on the road and do what we have to do next. To have your knife last longer, you don't want to soak it in water. You don't want to put it in the dishwasher. Once you're done using it, just wash it, dry it off, and place it in a dry, cool place. Guys, I love this. If you're on the market for a new knife, I'm telling you, this is a cook's dream knife. Cook's dream knife. Goes through very, very easily. No hassle whatsoever. Hey Charlie, adepa neton hu wo yembre yemfa pressure and toso. If you're new here, my name is Gifty. A warm and pleasant welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love and support. Kindly like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't done so. My fish is here. I have 3 tilapia fishes, which has been nicely cleaned, gutted, and everything taken out. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this into 3 pieces each. You may also leave it whole. Okay, so wow guys, I also have a discount code for you, so you can get some discounts off your knife. I will leave it in the description box down below. It is Cooking with Gifty, but I'll leave the link, so once you click on it, it takes you straight to the website. Do you see how easily the knife cuts through the fish, the bones of the tilapia? Oh my goodness, guys. This knife is great. So cut off the mouthpieces as well. Now for the rest of the ingredients, I'm going to add in my 3 habaneros. This is spicy, so if you don't want too much spice, then you can also leave some out. Yeah. or use as much as you can tolerate. I have my garlic, ginger, 1 teaspoon fennel seeds, 1 bunch of scallion. Now this will make for more than what I'm making, so I'm just making extra and have it in the freezer. I have the rosemary, I'll go in next with the onion and half of this lemon. Okay, so I'm just going to juice it in. And I have here some olive oil, which I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of this. So we'll now proceed to blend, and I want it roughly blended, not all the way smooth, okay? So. All right, we now have our blendables ready, so we'll proceed to season our fish. And onto the fish, I'm adding some Old Bay seasoning. You may also use any all-purpose seasoning that you wish. Next, I'll add some salt to taste. And now I did soak the fish in some salt water for a bit, so I'm not adding too much salt to this recipe. Next, I'll go in with some freshly cracked black pepper. Here is what our blended marinade looks like. As you can see, it still has a bit of chunks in there. It's not really smooth. So I'll add some onto the fish as much as I want to use, and I'll freeze the rest. Okay, so with my washed hands, I'm going to go in and mix everything thoroughly together. You want to make sure you get in the head. You know, tilapia has that really, that's taste, you know, so you want to really season your fish very well. And you may also wear some gloves, but I was out of gloves, so I'm just using my hands. You know, I'm a rebel. But this was really spicy. My hands were like spicy at this time, or my hands were what's the word? That means how much shishimi. That means how much shishimi. Sometimes rofono or edit here and you know. Yeah, so you want to go ahead, season your fish very well. After seasoning your fish, cover and place it in the fridge for an hour or a few hours. I ended up putting mine in the fridge overnight. Okay, so I'll see you the next day, and I'll go ahead and freeze the rest of the marinade for another day. Okay guys, so our fish is here. I actually let it go for overnight. Okay, so I wanted to add some Suya spice yesterday, but I completely forgot. So I'll add a little bit, then rub it in. The Suya spice is optional, but you know Suya is very delicious, so adds a really nice flavor to your fish. So I'll rub it in until every piece of the fish is very well nicely coated on the fish. Okay, so now I'm going to place it onto my baking tray, and my oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll just arrange it in. Then once I am done, I will cover it with a foil. Okay, so we're going to bake this, so we are going to cover it, and this allows the steam to cook it, and also it retains its moisture. So I'll cover it and place it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Whilst the fish is in the oven, I have some assortment of peppers and some onions, so I'm just going to saute this until it's nice and tender. I don't want it to be too soft. Okay, so I just added a little bit of olive oil into the frying pan or into my skillet, and I'll just saute this. And to season this, I'm just going to use black pepper and some salt. That's it. I don't want to use any of the marinade because that's quite spicy. Okay, or everything is going to be too spicy. So just toss this together until it's ready to go, and we'll go back and check on our fish. 30 minutes later, the fish is out of the oven, so I just have a little bit of olive oil, which I am going to brush onto the fish and put it back into the oven. And at this point, I have switched from the bake to the roast setting on my oven. If you don't have roast, you may also use the grill, yeah, the grill option, or just leave it uncovered. And the oil adds a really nice glossy finish to the fish. So in we go for about 10-15 minutes, and 15 minutes later, this is how our fish looks, guys. Absolutely delicious. Everything is complete. We've got our fried yam, hot pepper sauce, and our fish, and I just garnished it with a little bit of dry parsley to bring that je ne sais quoi out of our fish. Okay, so this is how it looks, and we are going to see how our fish looks, guys. This was a nice and juicy fish. Eh? By force. By force say use to fork. Instead of me to use my hands and be free. Oh, food bloggers, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But guys, this was nice and spicy. It was absolutely delicious. The marinade is everything. The yam was nice and crispy, and the hot pepper sauce was actually really, really hot. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you so much for doing this with me, and thank you so much Nakano Knives for sending me the knife to review. I will leave the discount code in the description box down below. You can check out their website if you are on the market for a nice cooking knife. Until we meet again, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and be well. Bye, y'all.